because I wanted to talk about it Sunday, but like some topics are kind of hard to really go into on Sunday, and so I try to save those, amen, for those of us who are a little more mature, amen, that we can hear things and not and I won't have to explain that I'm not racist for 6 hours. So you got to explain now. See, the truth is racist. Did you know telling the truth is what racism has become? Not, it's the truth is actually now racist. To explain what happened in history, to say y'all killed all the Indians. This is a fact, but no, that's racist. To say that what Leopold did in the Congo, that's racist. To just tell what happened, not the fact of what we're talking about. That's not the focus. It's that I'm talking about it. So I found out that no oppressor wants to hear the voice of the oppressed. No oppressor. Do you actually think, someone you is oppressing is going to say something good about you? So because of the internet and our ability to transcend the prefabricated libraries and books that we were privy to, we now can go beyond into books and things, teachings in geography, archaeology that we once didn't have access to, and it is painting a picture. Now the picture that it is painting is causing us to realize there is a world, say a world, there is a world that is set up a certain way. And if you don't believe it, all you have to do is ask the question how all of the dark race civilizations that we know through archaeology and study and research were thriving at one time. We know that dark races, Western Africa was thriving at one time. Matter of fact, the center of civilization was there. So how is now these places savage and everything dark is savage, and and they show, I remember for years they would show the Australian Aborigines, and you really thought that these people all walked around naked, and you didn't know there was cities and stuff. And I remember they used to show Africa. You remember Tarzan? His first glimpse of Africa for us was this white man riding through howling in the jungle, dominating apes and natives. And this was the idea. It was sewn into our psyche. These are the seeds of white supremacy. Now, why are you talking about white supremacy? You better know what it is. You better know what you're looking at, because this is affecting you. How can they label black people extreme? They labeled us terrorists for identifying with black. This is what BIE is. Black identity extremists. What does that mean, identity? I am black. So to identify as black, that makes me extreme? So with that one executive order, the government has made us terrorists. So you better understand white supremacy. With one stroke of the pen. Now, irregardless of the fact, white boys is running over people. They say that he shot 50 and wounded 500. These are acts of terrorism. But yet, the label has been put on the oppressed. Are you hearing what I'm saying? To do what? To silence the voice of the oppressed, where a nation will rise up at a black man taking the knee, but then cover up a white man somehow being supernaturally shoot 50 people out of a window and he's 70 with, come on. But yet, you notice they ain't talking about that no more. You must understand white supremacy. Are y'all there? Now I said go to James chapter 2. Did I say 2? And then look at verse 9. I think I want to go to 9. Because I want to show you, verse 8 actually, I want to show you the spirit that has risen, and the spirit, I don't want to say it's risen, that is being exposed, is the spirit of hypocrisy. Because that is the spirit that has hid behind Christianity. Because everybody that does dirt seem to be Christians. KKK is Christian. The alt-right are Christians. So what Trump was able to do was to expose the white Christians that said, I was their brother. This is what all of the Trayvon Martin, the Walter Scott, the Philando Castile, the Mike Brown, we can just keep on going, the Sandra Bland, the Rakita Boyd, these are all through every injustice where it was obvious. This is the reason why the Most High is so careful before he does is to make the not the situation, but another word, to make the, come on, give me a better word, not the situation. Huh? Not the circumstance. I'm talking about how he showed the killings of, not scenario, it's another word, but we getting there. We getting close. I'll just paraphrase it. The fact that they were killing black people over and over, he showed the system, the systemic, better word. He showed that the system was totally flawed and hypocritical by continuing to show it over and over where it was blatant. Yeah. See, it wouldn't have been, in order for him to judge it, he had to make it plain so that those that were defending it would have no choice or would have no excuse or wouldn't look up saying, oh, well, why is me, when the judgment came, because it was blatant. He showed a system, meaning it's everywhere. You hear what I'm saying? So even though people were saying, well, it ain't nothing but one black boy, or one black girl, or one black woman, or one, yeah, it's one, but the national consciousness still voted the same way. So it don't matter, it was only one here and one there, and that's why they say, well, what about Chicago? They killing each other every day. We already know why they doing it in Chicago. They're not justifying being good in Chicago. The gangsters are saying we're being gangsters. The drug dealers are being drug dealers. The gangbangers are being gangbangers. So they're not killing each other and claiming Christian. They're not murdering one another and saying they're righteous. Say amen. So the Most High was exposing the hand of hypocrisy in this nation called white supremacy. Say amen. And he had to show it over and over in a blatant way, because if some of you all like me who grew up years ago, we always knew about this. This was not new to us. We knew that when we was growing up, police catch you, sometimes they put dope on you, they do stuff. We knew this. Some, not all, there were some good ones, don't get me wrong, there was good ones, but then there was some that did this. They operated this way. We already knew that. And if you notice, when the rap music would come out and say that this is what they're doing, but they didn't believe us. They said we're just complaining and we're just thugs trying to get away with doing wrong. But then when the phone came where you could actually record it, it was hard for them to argue against, even though they did do it, but it was hard to argue. But see, the Most High was making it plain so that we would wake up and realize all of this Christian talk, about that's my black brother and all of that, it does not compute when it came to justice. Because for some reason, your black brother can look at a video that's obvious and you can't see it. Come on, talk to me. Now, I would have gave him a lot. I don't know what really happened with Trayvon. Wasn't a video. I feel like dude did it. He was dirty. He did it. But that wasn't a big one for me. Neither was, I didn't really, the whole Sandra Bland thing, I didn't see there's things that, even believe it or not, for Lando Castillo, because the video was rolling after he was shot. So I'm not saying, I know it was obvious, but I'm saying I didn't see that. But the one that really did it was Eric Garner. They choked this man. The video never stopped rolling till he died. And somehow, the cop that did it, Pantalo, whatever the name was, he was already had many accusations. And they said it was wanted. And that began that was the one that actually caused them to start throwing out or they made basically black eyes and white eyes. That's when the black eyes, white eyes, meaning a white man look at the same thing a black man look at it and come up with two different scenarios. Even though it's blatantly obvious what it is, but we cannot notice how the white dude supposedly, I don't believe none of that Vegas stuff, but since they said it's white dude, I'm going with them. White dude did it, killed 50 some people, and then he actually wounded 500, that's some shooting, but he ain't no terrorist. The labels is not given to those who actually perpetrate the activity. Talk to, y'all don't want that. Y'all got white friends over there, y'all? Because you have to listen, I'm keeping up, not understanding, listen, this is something that I didn't understand growing up. Because I was the 80s baby, and the 80s baby was told that we all the same, and if you work hard and pull yourself up by your bootstraps and you'll make it and all that, that was real good till I got a job. And I began to see how this thing, it was real good till I got in high school. And I began to see why all the black kids in LD and BD, and why is this like two different schools in one school? I never understood that, because I was saying if we really are all the same and I don't see no difference in you, it seemed like we should all be, there should be white cats doing bad and black cats. But why is it always 80-20, and why is this percentages so high? Because it seemed to me that white folk came up with Planned Parenthood, so shouldn't white women be having the most abortions? But why is it the smallest 13% of the population is having half the abortion? See, that don't make sense. It's like they keep saying we 13%, but if everybody's criming and getting high and drugging and killing and robbing, and we know white folks are doing it, why is 1 million black men in jail? Why is the numbers always higher? That's called systemic, meaning the whole system is broken. Are y'all understanding what I'm saying? And so I had to understand this, because I have to realize that system or systematic is the same concept as fighting like a principality, meaning governing demons. Meaning listen. If I walk in your house and y'all systemic crackheads, meaning everybody in here, the system in here is about crack. You got the grill on the table, you got the baking soda, dudes in the back room, I'm in love with he's back there, the whole house is systemic. This is systemic crackheads. Y'all got, you know that this, so listen, so when I walk in that house, because crack use is systemic, then The rules, I will have to come under this system. So I don't need me going there talking, why y'all in the smoke crack? Do you not know where you came into? So it would behoove me to, before I go in there, understand the system. Do y'all got what I'm saying? Because, listen, each individual in the house where they smoke crack ain't got to say nothing to me. The system of them, what they doing, is going to affect me. Do you understand? Because I walk in a system. Something systematic means it's permeated throughout the whole system. So, are y'all there? So if white supremacy is the system or is systematic in America, then it'll be white supremacy in the police. It'll be white supremacy in the Congress, in the Senate. It'll be white supremacy in the people who are over picking up the garbage. See, even though there's black guys picking up the garbage, the system, the top of, you don't believe me. There'll be white supremacy in Burger King. Yes, everybody in there Hispanic flipping burgers, but who is at the top? The system. You don't believe me? Let's go one step further. We know white supremacists in football, even though everybody's in there black belt, but the quarterback, the owners, and y'all don't want to. It's a system. So when I walk into a system, there are already written rules that whether they tell me or not, those rules are going to affect me. So if you walking in America, which they say was a free system, but yet the system was really white supremacy, there's rules affecting you and you're trying to figure out what's happening, but there's a system you don't see. I'm not blaming the system for your individual failure. I don't believe in getting off the hook for failing. The reason why is because it's up to me to learn the system. And when I learn the system, I know how to act and operate. So I should do a little better because I understand there's a hole right there. You got y'all this too much? Are y'all there?